What's up, Patriots? Today's February 15th, 2024. It's Thursday. This is day 1135 of FJB's illegitimate regime. Hi, Beverly. Hello, Ferg. Hi, Deb. Bye. I got it this time. Hi, Sylvia. Got a new spot here. Tested out the network. Things are looking pretty good from this end. Got the Conestoga River. That's the rail line coming into town up on that bridge there. It's a nice old bridge. I knew a guy that caught a muskie like right here one time. 4 feet long. It's hard to believe. Hi Cleo, hi Carol Burton. So we were just having a little YouTube class there with Sean with USA. Trying to figure out this rumble stuff. This right here is the old waterworks for Lancaster. It's a real pretty spot up here above this little dam. Hey, Ridgeline. Hey, there's Sean. Way to go, Sean. Way to get something accomplished today, you know, with that rumble stuff. I can't believe First Responder Media put up a new channel, totally different name, and that they took him out already on his new channel. Hey, Boomer, all the way in Alaska. Good to see you, Boomer. Sound is low? Okay. It's kind of loud here. I'm going to go up to another spot here. It's a little quieter. There's a highway right near me, and maybe if I talk over on this side, you can probably hear me a little better. Ninilchik, Alaska. Wow. Yeah, Boomer, I knew you were from Alaska, man. I see you in here every once in a while. It's great, man. It's going to take a while for the mayhem to reach Alaska, though, isn't it? Yeah, right. He's the furthest north J6 supporter. I have not heard of a J6er from Alaska yet, though. I know there's one or two from Hawaii. Hi, Pathfinder. Just give me a minute here to get set up and we'll get right into the J6 news updates. Okay, got everything. Make sure there's no dirt on my face. All right. And that should help with the sound a little bit too. Yeah, they were loud. They were right there. There's still two of them right behind me here. There. Oh man, there's two ducks just flew over. Okay, the sound is probably bad too because I flipped the camera around, but yeah, there we go. All right, we got lynx flying already. Way to go, Sylvia. All right, everybody. Everyone's YouTube. It's only a matter of time, folks. It's only a matter of time till YouTube shuts us all down. We are under attack right now. Oreo got shut down. First Responders Media got shut down. Master Grifter had a threat. He had to take all his stuff off. And we're all switching to Rumble. But Rumble is a totally mediocre social media. As far as the chat goes and all the stuff you can do there, Rumble has a lot to be desired, but they're not whacking channels like YouTube is right now. So we're all setting up Rumble channels. Anybody's Rumble channel you mods want to post, go for it here, because I think it's just a good idea that you all get on Rumble, so that we don't have a lapse in communication with our Patriot network. All right, Cleo got onto Rumble. Yeah, ham radio there, Boomer, but I don't have the equipment or the knowledge or the license. Got to get a license for that too, don't you? Got to ask the government permission. I wish I was a ham operator though. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, Tammy. Rumble does still have free speech, apparently. I mean, I don't know that we can even count on them to not start axing our channels. KA likes Rumble. It took me a while to get used to it. It's a different way of chatting and all that. The things I don't like about Rumble is there is no chat replay on a live stream that I know of. The moderating goes a lot differently on Rumble. I haven't heard anybody that can do a Rumble live stream and see his chat on the same phone. There is a lot to be desired with the Rumble yet. But they are modernizing. They are innovating. So hopefully they will get better. Hey, Gator Girl, hello. Hope you're feeling well. Hope everybody's feeling well today. We're all under such attacks. It's a spiritual warfare. No doubt about it. So with Rumble, apparently you got to get the app, then you can subscribe. It's not called subscribing, it's called following. You follow a channel. There is a lot as a channel owner. There just isn't the same analytics that you can get with Rumble yet that I know of. Maybe all this is on a computer. You can do this all on a computer, but I don't own a computer. I don't know how to operate a computer. Hi, Lee Sorensen. Sharinova. Sharinova. How you doing? KA. Yeah, KA. Rumble has improved a lot over the last couple of years. All right, Gator. Get a quick nap. We're going to just cover what happened at the Vigil last night here. right, so we got some people. Rumble's not so bad. And it's really not so bad if they're deleting all the channels you watch. So there's our options. I mean, there's also Getter. Stormtrooper seems to really like Getter. He says he's getting more subscribers on Getter than he's got on YouTube or Rumble. And he's been experimenting with all of them for the last 2 years, year and a half, 2 years. I think the notifications on Rumble come through your email. So it's all stuff I'm trying to get used to. I just posted a couple of videos on my Rumble channel that I had from, one of them's a People's Convoy video. Another video I filmed in DC this summer. So I haven't figured out the live stream yet. Sean apparently figured out the live stream, so him and I are kind of in this together with sorting things out. So him and I will talk, and maybe we'll do a Rumble live stream here soon, but not today, not right now. For now, I'm still on YouTube, and that's the only thing I know how to do. I feel so inadequate, Patriots. I mean, I'm just this guy. I don't have a computer, and I don't want a computer. And like, where's all these egghead kids that know how to work computers and stuff? How come they're not the ones starting up these YouTube channels and getting this message out? But because nobody else is doing it, I was moved to go buy one of these phones and figure it out. And I know I'm not good at this. Thanks for hanging with me, though. I know I'm not good at this at all. But it is a method of communication, and it is what we need to do in order to fight back against this regime. It's clown world in this country right now, and nobody seems to care or know about it. So this is what I'm feeling compelled to do about it. You'll be colored commentary there, Smalley. And that's the last thing I want to do, is build a set and sit in a room and talk to a camera. I mean, I really don't like that at all. At least I can get outside and do this, because this is what I do every day anyways, is get outside. I don't like sitting around in the house. Yeah, it would be cool to be able to just go rent a kid somewhere, a teenager that knows how to operate this. And I was thinking of doing that, going to the high school and putting a bulletin on the board there saying they got to have like a video club or something, but they're all probably, you know, libtards. I don't know. I would hope not. I would hope not. All right, MTG and Matt Gaetz offer grim assessment on the national security after Chairman Turner's suspicious warning. So something's up, people. Things aren't going as all right, so I was hearing before the Super Bowl, I was hearing all kinds of people saying something's going to happen at the Super Bowl, all right? So whoever these people are that plan things to happen, they were off. They were off on the Super Bowl, man. The shooting, the flag moment, the false flag moment came at a parade after the Super Bowl. So things aren't flowing as smoothly for these deep state tyrants as it was, man. So yeah, all the kids are on TikTok, right? And I don't even want to have anything to do with TikTok at all. But how come there's no American channels doing this? Why do you got to go to like CCP and use their thing? And why is that even allowed in America? I don't know. Ooh. Big old flock of geese coming in. Yeah, now everybody's watching this Fanny. It's like a soap opera. The country's burning. Rome is burning right now, and everybody's watching this goofball lawyer show down in Georgia, you know? It's absolutely maddening. Putin told Russia it was working satellite weapons that haven't been seen yet or managed yet. I just heard Putin said he was hoping that Joe Biden wins. But who knows? Who knows what's going on, man? Sometimes I gotta just disconnect from what's going on out there, because I can't sit there and watch 1 minute of Fanny or any of that, you know? I just can't even imagine being interested in that at all. And it's all such a distraction from what's really going on. The election's being rigged right now. They're importing the voters right now over the border. They're coming across the northern border now, just at a, 300% rate from last year over the northern border. Yeah, bread and circuses, Tammy Green, right? Keep the masses entertained. Frogs in a burning cauldron of water. The heat turns up slowly until you're dead. Distractions and chaos, right? Right, good reason Fanny is single, right? And look at the dude they're with, and look at the degenerate relationships they're having with each other. And that's a district attorney. That's a person who is supposed to have a high office in our land, you know, somebody you can trust to keep law and order in your country. And look at the degenerates that are in charge there, man. Well, if anything else, here it is, the exposure. Like we've been saying all along, we expose the evil. Nobody would have known what's going on in the prisons unless the J6ers got thrown out in there and we started reporting on it and bringing it to the world. So I guess nobody knew your local district attorney could be such a degenerate, you know? Now we know. Now we know. Okay, Elon and Bobby Kennedy discussed China, Taiwan, and AI. Right, and we got all that going on too. This AI thing is not good, people. Not good at all. I mean, our children are going to be growing up in a world where if they're not getting straight A's in school, are they going to be like required or urged to go get a chip in their brain or something? Keep an eye on everything, K.A. Right. That's not a bad idea either, though. And that is what I notice about our crew in here on this chat. We pretty much got our finger on the pulse of everything here. Hi, Deb for Freedom. Deb for Freedom did an awesome video of the phone call. It came in 2 nights ago from Farhood, the guy from Iran. And it was really interesting listening to his perspective. Him and his son, oh man, what's his name? I can't remember his last name. His first name is Farhood, also known as Joseph. And he's an Iranian immigrant here in America. He went to J6, stood up for us, saw exactly what was going on there. And they got busted. Now he's in jail. Now he's seeing exactly what he feared in Iran when he came over here. Yeah, get your finger off of that there, Smalley. Yes, I did hear Elon moved the base of where his corporation is based in was Delaware. He already was in Texas with the manufacturing. But a lot of people start their corporations in Delaware because Delaware set themselves up to have advantageous corporate law there. Yeah, we got the WHO meeting for their treaty. Here's a link to Dead for Freedom's channel, putting out great the phone call clips from Freedom Corner. It's awesome. The sound is way better on them, and she makes them look real pretty there. It's good work, Deb. Thank you. And in the meantime, we're all hurting. You know, we're all going through our own little hell with health issues, with people that we know are passing away left and right. Trials and tribulations. We got floods happening, snowstorms, and power's going out all the time. This country is falling apart at the seams, man. I was going to do a video, the live stream today from our train station here in Lancaster, which is kind of a cool older train station. And I was just realizing, like, you know, our trains, our public mass transit systems could be so much better, but they're not. And I just don't get it, man. Like, the trains now aren't like near as cool as they looked back in the 50s and the 60s. They had like just cool looking trains, man. Now they're just these like generic buildings. And the same with all the buildings around here. You know, you look at anything that was built in the last 50 years here, and it's a box. It's got no class to it, no art, no nice design to it or anything, man. Yeah, rolling to East Palestine. Ridgeline, I ain't gonna make that one now either. Ain't gonna make that. But I'm gonna be watching. So there is a rally happening in East Palestine, Ohio. Apparently, FJB is gonna visit that little town that got polluted with that massive train wreck a year ago. Trump went there within, what, a week or two of that happening, and FJB has not even been there yet. And there is going to be a rally there to counter-protest FJB, which should be something pretty cool to watch, man. All the FJB flags and stuff. And hopefully they will just shout this imposter down so that the world can just see we are not behind this guy. Our elites are getting this country in trouble, man. They are making enemies all over the world for us. It's not a good scene. Not a good look, man. Especially if you like having a nice, safe country. I didn't see the DC Metro had an explosion. That's news to me there, Annette. Let's get this nice river in here. Yeah, I didn't see anything about an explosion at the Metro. So Freedom Corner last night, it was Vigil number 563. And right from the get-go, there, everyone was talking about this parade shooting that happened at the victory parade for the Kansas City Chiefs. Apparently somebody opened fire in the crowd. Many people wounded. There was luckily, well, not luckily, but one person killed. And there was 2 or 3 shooters involved. And as soon as the police get the pronouns all straightened out, I'm sure we'll get some information on that. Also, what everyone on Freedom Corner was talking about last night was 3 cops in DC got shot going into an animal cruelty call at somebody's house. Apparently somebody had like 20 pit bulls in their house. People complained. The cops went to investigate. And the guy opened fire and then barricaded himself in the house. None of the police officers died, luckily. And this is what the police got to deal with these days, you know? Yes, Biden is imploding the petrodollar, for sure. We got it. The country is falling apart at the seams, man. All I know how to do is start a YouTube channel and talk about it, you know? Hopefully this helps. So that's what everyone at Freedom Corner was talking about. The cops getting shot, the parade shooting. All of a sudden, we got false flags going off all over the place. I call these things false flags because I do believe that these things are orchestrated. No doubt about it. Okay, this was a great little video I saw earlier today too. Tucker Carlson visits a Russian grocery store. Discovers Americans have been told a lie. No, I didn't see that one. I saw him go into the Russian train station, which made me think of my train station. That's why I went up there today. The main train station in Moscow is gorgeous. I mean, just gorgeous. It's got chandeliers in it and stuff. And it was built like 100 years ago. Oh yeah, and then we had some protesters dumping red powder all over the case where the Constitution is held. And then we got like all the security in the room there. If you ever went and visited the archives in DC, you can go see the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. It's in a room with all these glass cases, and there's security guards all over the place, and none of them seem to know what to do other than get on their phone and call somebody. So that's, if you want to be a cop in DC or Capitol Police or anything like that, all you got to know how to do is operate a phone. They'll tell you what uniform to wear. They'll give you a good paycheck. You just show up every day, and there's a good job for you right there. You know, if something happens, you just get on the phone and call somebody. And then you call somebody that comes in, and then they get on the phone and they call somebody else that comes in. And then they kind of just scramble, kick everybody out of the room. It's a total joke, total joke. And that same guy with the red powder, the tall guy, was sitting in the middle of the Baltimore-Washington Parkway 2 days ago, blocking the traffic for an hour. So these people just they're just allowed to go cause mayhem in the city all over the place there. And they all call Ford Fisher up and say, hey, we're going to go block the parkway, or hey, we're going to go put red powder all over the Constitution, because Ford Fisher's always like right behind them right there. So all that stuff is on News to Share. That's Ford Fisher's channel. Of course, Ford has been down at the corner, Freedom Corner, filming us. And I mean, the guy's got talent. He's filming stuff, but it does seem he's got an agenda sometimes. Yeah, there was a lot of children that were shot, Tammy Green, at the Kansas City thing. Hey, Angelina, hello there, hello there. So after, I mean, right at Freedom Corner, right from the get-go, everyone was talking about that at the beginning. Nicole got on the microphone and spoke about it. And then we had a really cool thing where Taylor John Attack is called in and then gave the prayer, the opening prayer at Freedom Corner. That's the first time I think I can remember one of the J6ers making a phone call and then opening up our vigil with prayer from a J6er, man. So that was really cool, Taylor. It was a great prayer too, man. And then he, after prayer and a Pledge of Allegiance, he got on to say that they had recreation today, and he just was playing basketball. They had a 7-on-7 basketball game going for a while there. Just good to get out and burn some energy, but he was tired, man. And then Taylor got into this all this other information coming out about the Russiagate thing. You know, how this was all a setup from our FBI and our CIA. They went all over the place and talked to other countries. They gave them a list of 26 people that were affiliated with Trump and told, it's called Five Eyes. I think it's 4 other countries other than the United States. And they had their Secret Service people spy on the Trump associates. And then that's how the whole Robert Mueller Russiagate thing got started there. So, I mean, and this is stuff I knew when it happened. I knew this when Trump was running against Hillary, you know. But finally, at least, it's like out in the open again. I don't know. Or they're just recycling it. I mean, for crying out loud, that was literally 7 years ago. And I knew that's what they did then, you know. George Papadopoulos got out, and he was on all the alternative medias talking about how this Russian guy said, here, meet my niece, and they had dinner. And Papadopoulos actually filmed some of it. It's crazy, man. This was 7 years ago And finally now we're thinking about going and busting these people. So either all this stuff was allowed to happen so that this evil could be exposed, so that it could be properly removed, or we're just getting played till the end, till the water starts boiling and we're all dead, you know. And then Taylor was also talking about the FISA courts, how they lied to the FISA courts. Nobody was held accountable. All this was brought to you by the Patriot Act, by the way. George Bush, George W. put together the Patriot Act that allowed all this FISA court stuff to start happening, because without the Patriot Act, none of this was going to be legal in our country. So here we got the Unit Party. We got George Bush setting the whole thing up. We got Obama closing the deal on it. Talking about the Ukraine, too. It is just a big, giant money laundering scheme going on there. And then our Senate just decided, let's throw another $60 billion in the thing. Oh, they're not winning the war yet? Let's throw money at it. And that's not going to work. It's going to get more people killed. Trump wants people to stop dying. That's all he wants, right? Let's get Trump back in office. I don't understand why he can't be back in office now. When you steal diamonds from the diamond store and you get caught, you got to return the diamonds, all right? So I don't really get what's going on here. Here's the Gateway Pundit article on the climate activists. So they're so worried about the climate that, you know, they got to throw red powder on the Constitution. I don't get how that works. Or shut down the Baltimore-Washington Parkway. Nothing makes sense anymore. Well, I haven't seen this one yet. This must be a new article there on Gateway. Thailand to back down on cannabis legalization a mere 2 years after decriminalizing it. Wow. I don't know what's up with that. What do we got? Biden refusing to meet with Johnson. Okay, so Biden is all mad because we didn't pass the... Oh, man, I can't even talk about this guy anymore. I just hate him. I hate him. What a clown. And the fact that we all got to actually worry about what he's doing anymore, you know? So anyways, back to Freedom Corner. Chris Quagland got on the phone after Taylor and was talking about how the CIA actually interfered in the 2020 election with this whole Five Eye investigation thing, with the FISA court, with the Mueller investigation, the Russia hoax. That was our government messing with our election. And that was 2016, okay? That was when Trump ran the first time. So all this information is out there, and everybody's just having dinner like it's normal, because everybody is used to this insanity as being normal, I think. And then Chris Quagland asked, hey, man, are there any counter-protesters out there today? And there weren't. And he was all bummed out because he had a nice Valentine's Day poem ready for one of them. So we never did hear what that poem was, but I'll bet it was going to be a good one. So yeah, and by the way, yesterday was Valentine's Day, and there were some good goodies there at the corner last night. These massive chocolate-covered strawberries, man. Looked really good. Then Nicole got on the phone and talked about this, and this is where I'm feeling like are we not? It's not enough what we're doing, you know. I'm feeling inadequate. I'm feeling like everything I'm trying to do isn't resulting in any forward progress on the problems that we're having. None of these massive problems are going away. We're having small victories along the way. And Nicole's apparently feeling about the same way there. I mean, of course, I think she's suffered through it worse than I am. She has to live down there, you know, in that sewer. I can't explain how repulsive DC is. It's absolutely repulsive. The people there, their attitudes, the traffic, the degeneracy that you see everywhere. It's disgusting down there in D.C. And that's not how it was back in the 80s, man. D.C. was a shiny, polished up town, a lot of cool places to go. It is not that anymore, man. Not that anymore at all. And Tucker Carlson's saying, like, that's how a lot of the cities in America are. But what he's finding is that the big cities in Russia are nice and polished and got some culture. We got rid of our culture here in America. We made it seem like we had to be, you couldn't just celebrate being an American. You had to celebrate your culture from your roots or where you came from. You couldn't just be an American. You had to be an African American. And you got to be a Latino American, you know. Let's just be Americans. Let's just bring back pride in America. And there's a reason you left Africa, you know, or your country. My mom even got wrapped up in it, you know. She got into this Norwegian Americans Club. And I was just thinking, I didn't get it. You all came over here from Norway, and I know you want to remember where you came from, but we're here now. We're here in America, and it just seemed like a diversion from making our country better here. And what it did, looking in 2020 hindsight at it right now, is we erased American culture in this country. Everybody's a hyphenated American now. And I don't think it's a good thing. And I think when Trump says, let's make America great again, we're getting back to that, man. Hey, Karen Saab, how are you? Thank you. Yeah, the Conestoga River here. We just watched a bunch of geese fly over. And there's a little bit of history here, too. With this is where the water plant for the city of Lancaster was. We corporatized our culture. There's a good word there, Smalley. We corporatized our culture. And we have given corporations all the advantages here. And that's where, and then they send in lobbyists and they make everything advantageous to them. I think corporations are not people. People are what's important. And I think that's how we got into all the licensing and stuff like that. You know, we're talking about that all the time, but we got to rethink America, what made America great, and bring ourselves back to that. And that's why I like Trump, man, because that's what he's thinking about, and he's got a plan. And a lot of these problems that we're dealing with can be ended in literally 24 hours. Ukraine will end in 24 hours when Trump becomes president. There's no doubt about it, man. What's the name of the Swedish Muppet? The meatball guy or something? The cook? I don't know. I'm not Swedish, dude. It's Norwegian. They're different. But I'm American, man. I don't really, you know, that's just my genetics come from up there. I'm an American, man. I don't celebrate my Norwegian heritage or my Polish heritage or my Italian heritage, you know. We're Americans. Let's celebrate that. The Swedish Chef, yeah, that's yeah, that's the name of it. Right, and all these, the architecture today sucks. Everything's a box store. They replaced all the mom and pop shops in every little town in America with dollar stores. And those are literally a brick square, and sometimes they put a awning roof over the front. I mean, they are the most ugly buildings with the most garbage food in them. And what they replaced was 3 mom and pop stores in every town where you knew the grocer. You knew the farmers that were bringing in the tomatoes and the produce and the meat. And it's been erased, man. We got to get back to that. And corporations is what did that to us, man. Monopolization, aggressive tactics with just for capitalism. Capitalism is good, But we got to keep an even playing field where a mom and pop store can compete with Walmart, you know? Okay, and then, so that's what Nicole was talking about. We're not doing enough, but we're doing what we can. We just got to do what we can, wake up every day, put our pants on, and march into battle and do what we can without becoming part of the wickedness and just trying to be good Americans and spread the message of what's going on and wake people up, man. And she was saying how DC does take a toll on you, for sure. We hope Mickey's getting a good rest up, and she's went back home for a couple of weeks. We hope she's doing well. In the meantime, Tammy and Nicole are holding down the fort there at the corner. Stormtrooper, Rebecca, Sapphire Patriot, and then for Ashley are all the channels. We got 4 live streamers going down there pretty much every day. Glory B was there last night too. So we got a good group of Patriots down there. We got Katie waving the flags. We got Young filling in sometimes on the flags. We got our guy Brian, J6er Brian. He's there pretty much every day now, helping put the signs up, helping take them down. It's just a good group of people down there, man. And then we got Brian Jackson on the phone for a while, and they kind of switched the phone back. I think it was Brian Jackson and then Curtis Tate for a while. But the most touching moment of the night was Brian Jackson telling Tammy, "Happy Valentine's Day, I love you." I mean, that just made me feel warm and fuzzy inside, man. He's the big tough guy. J6er been in prison for a long time, and Tammy's out there on the corner, you know, railing for their rights and stuff. But man, just having that moment on Valentine's Day, hearing Brian say, "I love you," that was really, really touching. And it was really nice. I don't know, we got to share that with them. I'm sure they would have preferred it a different way with no prison involved, but that was really cool. And then we got the Iranian guy. And man, I didn't write his last name down here. But I think we heard from the Sun last night. I think his name is Francis. And I mean, he sounds like he grew up here. He doesn't sound Iranian like his father does. But he's just saying what a great pod they got, how these J6ers are looking after each other, taking care of each other, and trying to just find their way out of this problem together. And then Dominic Box, I think, got on. I kind of lost track, man. I couldn't hear who was on the phone there for the last part of the night. I don't know why. But he was saying he read something that he wrote and then said something about a J6 Writers Club. So this got my ears perked like right away, because, man, we have had so many great speakers from there, man. Remember Robert Morse back in the day? We had Matt De Silva on every night for so long. John Mellis, and these guys, man, they could pontificate on things, and it was really great, coherent streams of thought. So finally, I hope they're putting together, or somebody can put together something called a J6 Writers Club, where we can conglomerate all these things. There is the 2 books that have been written now that were from letters, the J6 Chronicles, and then there's a follow-up book now that's also available that had a lot of the letters that the guys wrote early on. And I think it would be really cool to have some type of a website or something where all the writings are, because right now they're all over everybody's different websites. Taylor's is The Peasant's Perspective. Okay, so Farhood is Francis Azari. Azari, that's his last name. Thank you, Deborah Freedom. And that's what you made the phone call clip from, too, was when the father called it. But last night we were hearing from the younger guy. Okay, Francis was his son. Thank you. That clears it up for me. Because when I'm watching the Vigil, I can't go, hey, what's that guy's name? You know, I'm just watching the Vigil on a stream here. So I couldn't figure that one out last night. So it'd be really cool, man. And then we got Robert Morse has got his website. He's got writings on there. Peasant's Perspective. There's many others that I don't know. It just seemed to be cool to get them all together somehow in some one spot there. This is Francis's ad. In order to write to him here, that's how you can get a note to him. A lot of the J6ers need letters too. It's a lot of them that have been sentenced already have been moved out into prisons all across the country, all from LA all the way up to New York. They're in prisons all over the place now. And it's a beautiful thing to put a letter in the mail for these guys. It does make you feel good about it. You don't think it's like a great letter when you write it, but then you put it in the mail, and then you hear how much they do love getting these letters. And man, you could have your grandkids draw pictures for them. They really like getting that. Anything from the outside world when you're in prison, I'm sure, is like a godsend when you're in there. Here's Taylor's and his wife's website, Peasant's Perspective. Okay, we're losing light here, Patriots. We kind of went through the news already there before we got into the J6 stuff. I'm glad I could show you this beautiful spot here. I'm glad we had good network. I'm going to keep that in mind because this is good. I'll listen to hear how the sound was, though. I hope the sound wasn't too bad with the highway noise over here. And we'll keep at it. Keep in mind, if you're not on Rumble yet, to at least examine it. At least look at the possibilities of getting yourself an account on Rumble. If you can, get your same name as you got on YouTube, because sometimes that name is not available when you go to sign up on Rumble or another social media. So luckily I was able to get 00 Jericho on Rumble, YouTube, Getter, and True Social. And for right now, my True Social is pretty much inactive, but it's there. My Getter is inactive, but it's there. And I'm looking to fire up my Rumble just in case, because we are under attack. It's only a matter of time until YouTube shuts us down. The writing is on the wall. They're going to shut us down, especially going into this election. And this is a critical time for us to be able to communicate. And that's right when they're going to shut us down. So if we're all ready to just flip over to Rumble, we should be in a better shape there for that. So thanks, mods, for helping me out here with the links. It's awesome having your input. Thank you, chat, for just adding the information, putting the information out there so that we can all see what we're going through. There's a couple of links right there for Big D. He's on Rumble. Oreo's on Rumble. And I did hear First Responders started another channel on YouTube that got taken down already. I mean, I just watched a video from his new channel on YouTube that was, apparently it's not there. I just looked for it right before I went live here, and it's gone. They took that down already. Okay, this is my Rumble channel here. So I just started posting videos there. They're really rude, or not rude, but rudimentary. So hopefully I get the stream figured out thing, and then we'll be streaming on YouTube and Rumble. Probably more like an exercise until YouTube shuts this down, and then we just got to go to Rumble. Yeah, all right, Deb, we'll see you later on tonight. Take care, Patriots. I'll see you in the chat there at Freedom Corner tonight. God bless you all. This is Jericho. Over and out.